Welcome to Riens Design, where creativity meets cozy aesthetics. Today, we're diving into Bohemian Grandmacore corner shelf styling, blending vintage charm with free-spirited boho vibes. If you love eclectic decor, warm tones, and timeless nostalgia, this styling guide is perfect for you. Get ready to transform any corner into a cozy, chic sanctuary. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Riens Design for more unique interior styling ideas. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's create the most charming Bohemian Grandmacore shelf ever. Bohemian Grandmacore is the perfect blend of vintage, cozy nostalgia, and free-spirited boho influences. It embraces warm, earthy tones, delicate lace, floral patterns, and eclectic decor that tell a story of comfort and history. This aesthetic brings a lived-in, charming atmosphere that makes any space feel like a comforting embrace. The best part: there are no strict rules. This style allows you to mix antique finds, handmade crafts, and natural elements effortlessly. It's about curating a cozy and inviting space that reflects your personality while honoring vintage beauty. Selecting the perfect corner shelf is the first step in creating your Bohemian Grandmacore masterpiece. Opt for wooden shelves with a rustic, distressed, or antique finish. Floating shelves with carved details or repurposed vintage cabinets work beautifully for this aesthetic. Consider the size of your space and choose a shelf that complements the room. A tiered corner shelf adds height and depth, allowing for layered decor elements. Whether you go for thrifted, DIY, or store-bought, make sure it exudes old-world charm with a boho twist. Textures play a key role in achieving a warm, lived-in look. Mix soft crochet doilies, lace runners, and hand-woven fabrics to create a visually rich display. Incorporate wooden, ceramic, and rattan elements to balance softness with natural raw materials. Don't be afraid to mix and match textures. Velvet, linen, and macrame bring contrast and depth. The key is to create a warm, cozy atmosphere that feels both nostalgic and inviting. The more layered, the more authentic the Bohemian Grandmacore vibe. One of the best ways to embrace this style is by incorporating vintage treasures. Look for old books with worn covers, antique picture frames, porcelain teacups, and delicate candle holders. These elements tell a story and bring a timeless elegance to your shelf. Thrift stores, flea markets, and estate sales are treasure troves for unique decor pieces. The beauty of Bohemian Grandmacore is in the history each item carries, creating a space that feels personal and nostalgic. No Bohemian Grandmacore shelf is complete without lush greenery. Trailing ivy, pothos, or ferns bring life and freshness to your display. Choose vintage-inspired ceramic or woven baskets as planters for a rustic touch. Dried flowers like lavender, baby's breath, and eucalyptus enhance the old-world charm. These botanical elements create a serene, nature-inspired ambience, making your corner feel peaceful and organic. Patterns add depth and vibrancy to your corner shelf display. Florals, paisleys, and intricate tapestries are perfect for achieving a Bohemian Grandmacore aesthetic. Use fabric scraps, wallpaper remnants, or vintage scarves as backdrops or shelf liners. A mix of patterns creates a visually dynamic setup while maintaining an intentional, cozy feel. Keep a cohesive color palette to avoid overwhelming the space, but don't shy away from bold prints that evoke nostalgia. Adding personal elements transforms your shelf from a simple decor setup to a cherished space. Display family heirlooms, handwritten letters, or vintage postcards to infuse your personality into the design. or DIY decor, such as pressed flowers in glass frames or embroidered artwork, enhances the Bohemian Grandmacore aesthetic. These small but meaningful touches make your shelf feel uniquely yours. Lighting plays a crucial role in enhancing the cozy factor of your shelf. Fairy lights, vintage lanterns, and warm LED candles create a soft, inviting glow. A small table lamp with a lace or stained glass shade can add warmth and character to your corner. The gentle illumination enhances textures and patterns, making your Bohemian Grandmacore shelf feel magical, especially in the evenings. A well-thought-out color palette brings cohesion to your shelf. Earthy tones like terracotta, mustard, olive green, and dusty rose complement the Bohemian Grandmacore aesthetic beautifully. Soft neutrals, warm pastels, and muted jewel tones help create a balanced look. Whether you prefer a warm and cozy palette or a brighter vintage feel, choosing harmonious colors will tie everything together. Books are a must-have element for Bohemian Grandmacore styling. Stack vintage books with ornate spines or arrange them upright with lace bookmarks peeking out for a storybook feel. A mix of old poetry collections, botanical guides, and fairy tale books can bring literary charm. Don't hesitate to incorporate small trinkets, like dried flowers or brass figurines, between books for a whimsical touch. DIY projects and thrifted decor make your shelf one of a kind. Hand-painted vases, upcycled picture frames, or repurposed lace doilies add a personal, handmade charm to the space. Creating DIY macrame plant hangers or painting small wooden boxes in muted tones are easy ways to customize your shelf. These unique additions ensure that your display is both budget-friendly and aesthetically pleasing. Switching up small elements seasonally keeps your shelf looking fresh and exciting. In autumn, add dried leaves, warm-colored candles, and knitted textures. Winter calls for pine cones, fairy lights, and deep jewel tones. Spring and summer can feature fresh wildflowers, pastel ceramics, and airy linen fabrics. These subtle changes ensure that your Bohemian Grandmacore shelf stays inviting throughout the year. Step back and observe your shelf to make sure everything feels balanced. Adjust heights, colors, and textures to create a visually pleasing composition. Overcrowding can take away from the charm, so allow each element to breathe. Every piece should contribute to the overall aesthetic, creating a cozy yet curated space. Remember, the beauty of Bohemian Grandmacore lies in its imperfection, so embrace the mix of old and new. That's a wrap on creating the ultimate Bohemian Grandmacore corner shelf. I hope this guide inspires you to curate a space filled with warmth, nostalgia, and boho charm. Let your creativity flow, and enjoy the process of styling your unique shelf. If you love this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Riens Design. Hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our cozy home styling tips. See you in the next video. Happy decorating!